Vice President Kashim Shettima is in the council chamber of the presidential villa to inaugurate the Tripartite Committee on National Minimum Wage approved by President Bola Tinubu. It's been 5 years since Nigeria reviewed its national minimum wage from 18,000 naira to 30,000 naira in April 2019, and union leaders have been clamoring for another review as cost of living hits the roof following the removal of fuel subsidy, the unification of exchange rates, among other policies by the current government. This tripartite committee, comprising 37 members drawn from the organized labor, the private sector, the federal government and the state governments, is to recommend a new minimum wage for workers in the country.
We gather here today.
The Vice President wants the committee to be prompt in discharging its responsibility.
Since the removal of the petroleum subsidy, various committees have been established to examine and make recommendations to the government on major execution the envisaged painful effects of the increase on workers and the Nigerian populace at large. I am pleased to share that action has since commenced on the implementation of the outcome of those agreements and initiatives. The President hereby directs that ministers and head of service of the Federation shall personally attend the meetings. In their unavoidable absence, their permanent secretaries should represent them. Similarly, our executive governors are expected to attend in person or be represented by their deputy governors where necessary.
In response, the chairman of the committee assures of a thorough job.
We shall, by the grace of God, Your Excellency, make some extensive consultations with broad spectrum of stakeholders.
While this may be a cheering news for Nigerian workers, the concern will be the implementation of the new minimum wage that will be recommended by the committee, especially at the state level, where implementation of the present minimum wage has hit the rock in some states. However, there appears to be some words of assurance from stakeholders.
The federal government, in its own wisdom, have brought the subnationals into perspective, and this discussion will be done together with the subnationals. So I'm not sure we're going to foresee any challenge.
We've had a lot of minimum wage negotiations over the years, but this one will stand out. It will stand out because we have never seen a time like this in Nigeria.
The Vice President has said that the recommendations of this committee will be put together and submitted to the National Assembly as an executive bill. From the Presidential Villa, Emperor Simon, Channels Television News.